What's up, folks? What does it mean to live your best life? Perhaps an even better question is, what does living your best life look like for you? Would you spend your days traveling all over the world? Would you spend it enjoying your favorite pastime, such as fishing or touring foreign countries, or perhaps taking cruises is your thing? Or perhaps you want more adventure, such as snorkeling, or one of my favorites, zip lining. Maybe your best life is just enjoying a beautiful sunset on the beach. Whatever your definition of your best life happens to be, you have to know that it's not going to just fall in your lap. If you have a certain lifestyle that you want to live, you have to have a plan for how you're going to finance that lifestyle, and you need to be putting that plan into action now. Too many times I meet people who are getting to the latter stages of their career, and they are starting to visualize what their retirement will look like. It's usually then that they start to realize that they won't be able to live the life that they dreamed of, or they will have to work longer than they thought in order to have any hope. Well, I am here to tell you it doesn't have to be that way. You shouldn't have to work all your life only to realize that you will never have the kind of retirement you desire. Now, I'm not trying to suggest that everyone can travel around the world doing whatever their heart desires, but what I am suggesting is that everyone has an opportunity to plan for and live a better, best life than the one that they may be destined for now. The first thing you have to do is define what living your best life really looks like and how much will it cost. If traveling is your thing, how often would you like to travel, and what's the average fully loaded cost of the type of trips you would like to take? The reason I say fully loaded cost is because a lot of times when we think about taking a vacation, we tend to focus on the cost of the airline ticket and the cost of the hotel, but we sometimes forget to factor in the cost of food, activities, transportation once we get there, souvenirs, and of course you have to get new clothes before you go. So make sure you estimate the total cost of your vacations. Once you know the total cost of your trips and how often you want to take such trips, you can now calculate how much living your best life will cost you each year. Let's say you want to take 2 one-week vacations a year. And let's assume that on average your hotel accommodations cost about $1,500 a week, round-trip airfare is $600, a rental car costs you $200 for the week, food and drinks average $600, and you spend on average $150 on souvenirs. Oh, and we can't forget about that $300 you spent on clothes getting ready for the trip. So that's $3,350 per trip, and you want to do that twice a year. So where is that $6,700 a year going to come from? Can you afford to take that much out of your retirement savings each year and not run out of money? Do you even have a retirement savings, or are you planning to live your best life on Social Security alone? Like I said earlier, I've seen too many cases where people are trying to start planning for retirement late in life. And even though it's never too late to start planning, the earlier you start, the more options you have and the higher your probability of success. Start by asking yourself the toughest question, and that question is, what is stopping you from planning your best life right now? Is it bad money habits? Check out my video on 10 bad money habits for tips on how you can change some of those behaviors. Is it debt that's keeping you from having a better, best life plan? Perhaps you've been using your credit cards to finance your best life now. If debt is a problem for you, then please check out my video on debt freedom. Maybe you just don't have the income to support your desired lifestyle. Have you thought seriously how you could supplement your income? Is it time for a career change? What about the people on your team? Are those around you supporting you or holding you back? Sometimes getting to your best life means getting away from some of the things or perhaps some of the people in your current life. Now, I never said it would be easy, but you have to be willing to take a good hard look at yourself and your situation and decide what you can do to make things better. If you can't picture yourself living your best life, then perhaps it's time to start making some changes. If you have a retirement plan through your employer and you're not maxing out your contributions, make a commitment to start increasing your contributions a little each year. If your employer doesn't offer a retirement plan, or if you're self-employed, then make a commitment to start your own retirement account. You have multiple options to choose from, and it takes very little money to get started. If you already have a retirement portfolio, you need to make sure that your investment strategy is aligned with your goals and your time horizon. In other words, how long before you retire and actually start using those funds. If you're starting late, you may need your portfolio mix to be a little more aggressive than someone who started earlier. Make a plan to eliminate your debt. The less debt you have, the more money you have to finance your best life. Less debt now means you have more money to invest and grow for retirement. The less debt you have while in retirement, the longer your money will last while you're on a fixed income. And while we're on the subject of income, if you already know that your current income will not allow you to live your best life, why are you not exploring other options for changing that? Are there other things you can do to supplement your income, even if it's just temporary to help pay off some debt? Supplementing your income can make a huge difference in the kind of best life you get to live. Maybe now is the time to launch that business idea you've been thinking about. Perhaps being an entrepreneur is living your best life. Regardless of your current situation, you can still change your outcome and improve your chances of living your best life. But you have to take action, and you have to start changing your behaviors now. Would you rather be stressed about your finances and not sure how you're going to make ends meet? Or would you rather feel confident and secure knowing that you have a good plan? Would you rather lay on the sofa and wonder why you can't go anywhere or do anything? Or would you rather be strolling the beach with peace of mind and planning where you will go next? Living your best life doesn't have to be a pipe dream or something you hear people talking about on social media. It can be a reality that you can make possible for yourself. If you don't have a financial plan that will allow you to live your best life, start by figuring out what's standing in your way. Next, get help from a professional financial advisor who has your best interests in mind and who will take all aspects of your best life into consideration. And last but certainly not least, start changing your behaviors now in order to live the life you want later. You know what I always say, change your behaviors and you can change your life. So until next time, behave well.